Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into an exciting topic: 7 countries where black people can get citizenship, relatively speaking, very fast. And look, I know what you're thinking, Trevor. Why are we talking about this? Because let's be honest, in a world that often feels like it's telling us to go back where we came from, it's nice to know there are places out there putting out the welcome mat. So, if you're tired of the way certain countries treat people who look like us, or you're just looking for a change of scenery, maybe a little place by the beach where the people look like you, then stick around. We're going to explore the requirements, the benefits, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find your new home away from home, because remember, your black passport matters, and in some places, it matters just a little bit more. First up, we're heading down to South America, to the land of carnival caipirinhas, and apparently, a pretty welcoming attitude towards black folks. Brazil is a country known for its vibrant culture and diverse population. Now, Brazil's got this thing called Jus Soli citizenship, which is a fancy way of saying right of the soil. Basically, if you're born there, boom, you're Brazilian. This makes it one of the more straightforward places to gain citizenship. No need to track down your great-grandmother's birth certificate or anything like that. It's a refreshing change from the often complicated and bureaucratic processes found elsewhere. But here's where it gets interesting for my people. Brazil's history is deeply intertwined with the African diaspora. Brazil was a major hub for the transatlantic slave trade, which means there's a huge Afro-Brazilian population. This has led to a rich cultural tapestry that is evident in every aspect of Brazilian life, and in recent years, they've been making a conscious effort to right the wrongs of the past. The government has introduced several initiatives aimed at addressing historical injustices. How? Well, they've got this law that fast-tracks citizenship for descendants of enslaved Africans. This is a significant step towards acknowledging and rectifying the past, so if you can prove your ancestry, you could be on your way to sipping caipirinhas on Copacabana Beach with a brand new Brazilian passport in hand. Imagine the possibilities. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. The process still involves a fair amount of paperwork and verification. Paperwork is still paperwork, even in paradise, but the effort could be well worth it for those looking to reconnect with their roots. But hey, at least they're making an effort, right? It's a step in the right direction, and it shows a commitment to inclusivity and historical justice. Next up, we're heading to the motherland, Ghana, a land rich in culture, history, and opportunities. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a deeper connection to your roots, Ghana has something to offer everyone. Now, Ghana's been making headlines lately with its Year of Return initiative, encouraging people of African descent to reconnect with their roots. This initiative has seen a surge in visitors and new residents, all eager to explore what Ghana has to offer. And let me tell you, the welcome mat is definitely rolled out. From the moment you step off the plane, you'll be greeted with warmth and hospitality that is second to none. Ghana offers something called right of abode to people of African descent, which is basically a fancy way of saying, come on in, the door's open. This initiative makes it easier for those in the diaspora to settle and build a life in Ghana. Now, this doesn't automatically grant you citizenship, but it does give you indefinite leave to stay in the country. This means you can live, work, and enjoy the vibrant culture without constantly worrying about visa renewals. And once you're there, becoming a citizen isn't as difficult as you might think. The process is straightforward and designed to make you feel at home. You need to have lived in Ghana for a certain amount of time, be of good character. Don't worry, they didn't ask me about that one. And pass a citizenship test. The test covers basic knowledge about the country, its history, and its culture. But here's the thing, Ghana is serious about building a strong, connected diaspora. The government and local communities actively work to create opportunities for networking, business, and cultural exchange. So if you're looking for a place where you can truly feel a sense of belonging, where your history is celebrated and your future is bright, then Ghana might just be the place for you. The country is rich in historical sites and cultural celebrations that will make you feel connected to your heritage. Just be prepared for some intense humidity. The tropical climate can be a bit overwhelming at first, but you'll soon get used to it, and maybe pack some mosquito repellent. The tropical environment means you'll need to take some health precautions, but it's a small price to pay for the incredible experience that awaits you in Ghana. Now let's jet over to the Caribbean, to the land of Rihanna, rum punch, and a whole lot of sunshine, Barbados. Now, Barbados is known for its beautiful beaches, its laid-back lifestyle, and its surprisingly straightforward path to citizenship. They've got a few different options, but the one that might pique your interest is the Citizenship by Investment program. Basically, if you've got a few $100,000 lying around, and who doesn't these days, you can invest in the country and fast-track your way to citizenship. Now I know what you're thinking, Trevor, not everyone has that kind of cash. And you're right. But here's the thing, Barbados also offers citizenship by descent. So, if your grandparents or great-grandparents were born in Barbados, you might be eligible. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to call this Caribbean paradise home? Just imagine, waking up to the sound of the waves crashing, sipping on some fresh coconut water and saying, yeah, I'm a Bajan now. Chapter 4. Dominican Republic, Merengue, Mamajuana, and maybe citizenship. Next up, we're heading to the Dominican Republic, home of merengue, Mamajuana, and a whole lot of complicated history. This Caribbean nation is known for its vibrant culture, stunning beaches, and of course its rhythmic music and dance. Now the DR has a bit of a love-hate relationship with its Afro-descendant population. The history is complex, with deep-rooted issues of identity and race that continue to shape the nation's social fabric. But don't let that scare you off just yet. The Dominican Republic is also a place of warmth and hospitality, where people are eager to share their rich cultural heritage. They've recently made some changes to their citizenship laws, making it easier for people of Dominican descent who were born outside the country to claim their citizenship. This is a significant step towards inclusivity and recognizing the global Dominican diaspora. So, if your family's got roots in the DR, this could be your chance to reconnect with your heritage. Imagine tracing your lineage and discovering the stories of your ancestors. Now the process isn't exactly a walk in the park. It requires dedication and patience. There's paperwork, interviews, and a whole lot of bureaucracy to navigate. You'll need to gather documents, attend interviews, and possibly make several trips to government offices. But hey, if you're looking for a challenge and you're not afraid of a little bit of paperwork, then the DR might just be the place for you. The reward of reconnecting with your roots can be incredibly fulfilling. Just be prepared to brush up on your Spanish. Knowing the language will not only help you with the legal process, but also allow you to fully immerse yourself in the local culture. And maybe learn how to dance merengue. This lively dance is a staple of Dominican culture and a great way to connect with the community. It's a lot harder than it looks, but with practice, you'll be moving to the beat in no time. Chapter 5. Panama, the crossroads of the Americas. And maybe your new home? Let's hop over to Panama, the land of the Panama Canal, delicious coffee, and surprisingly, a pretty welcoming attitude towards black expats. Now, Panama's got this thing called the Friendly Nations Visa, which is exactly what it sounds like. Basically, if you're from a list of approved countries, which includes many countries with significant black populations, you can apply for this visa and get on the fast track to permanent residency. And once you've got that, citizenship is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Now, Panama's got a lot to offer. It's a melting pot of cultures, it's got a booming economy, and it's a great place to retire. Plus, they use the US dollar, which is always a bonus. No need to worry about exchanging currency or trying to figure out what the heck a quetzal is. Chapter 6 Portugal, from Fado to fast-track citizenship. Now let's head over to Europe, to the land of Fado music, pastel de nata, and a surprisingly straightforward path to citizenship for descendants of Sephardic Jews. Now I know what you're thinking, Trevor, I'm not Jewish, and you're probably right. But here's the thing. During the Inquisition, many Sephardic Jews fled to Portugal's former colonies, including places like Brazil, Cape Verde, and Mozambique. So if you've got ancestors from those regions, there's a good chance you might have some Sephardic Jewish blood in you. And if you can prove it, you could be on your way to sipping port wine in Lisbon with a brand new Portuguese passport. Now the process isn't exactly a piece of pastel de nata. You'll need to do your research, gather your documents, and maybe even learn a little bit of Portuguese. But hey, a little effort never hurt anyone, right? Chapter 7 Canada, the Great White North. With a surprisingly diverse population. Last but not least, let's head up north to Canada, the land of maple syrup, hockey, and a surprisingly diverse population. Now, Canada's got a points-based immigration system, which means they're looking for skilled workers who can contribute to their economy. But here's the thing. Canada is also committed to diversity and inclusion. They've got programs in place to attract immigrants from all over the world, including people of African descent. And once you're in Canada, becoming a citizen is relatively straightforward. You need to have lived there for a certain amount of time, pass a citizenship test, and prove that you can speak English or French. Now, I know what you're thinking, Trevor. Canada's cold, and you're right. But hey, at least they've got universal health care. And besides, who needs sunshine when you've got poutine? So there you have it, folks. 7 countries where black people can get citizenship relatively quickly. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Immigration is never a walk in the park. But if you're looking for a change, if you're tired of the way things are, if you're ready to explore your options, then maybe, just maybe, one of these countries is the right fit for you. Remember, your black passport is powerful. It's a symbol of your history, your heritage, and your right to travel the world. So get out there, explore your options, and find the place where you truly belong. And who knows, maybe I'll see you on the beach in Barbados, sipping rum punch and talking about how crazy the world is. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay laughing.